Hi guys, so I am here to do the New Year's tag. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay. So the first question is, what was the single best thing that happened this past year? So the best thing that happened for me in 2014 is that I gave birth to my son. And I had him on June the 16th, 2014 at 1:21 p.m. And yes, he is my first child. So yeah, that was the best thing that happened to me this year. What was the single most challenging thing that happened? I don't know what the biggest challenge was. I think for me it was probably, I don't know if it was challenging, but I would say being pregnant, trying to graduate, and working. Like, it was just hectic for me because by the time January 2014 came, I was about October, November, December. So I was going on about 4 months pregnant. So it was hard for me to balance all those, as well as no one knew I was pregnant. So that was a challenge for me to not necessarily hide my pregnancy, because I didn't want to tell anybody I was pregnant other than my fiance until we met. We're at the halfway mark, honestly, just because of personal things that have happened. So yeah, that probably, I guess, is my biggest challenge. Number 3, what was an unexpected joy this past year? I don't know what was an unexpected joy. I really don't. Everything was planned. I found out I was pregnant with my son in 2013. So this question applies to 2014. So I don't know what the most unexpected joy was. I guess he was unexpected, but I guess the unexpected joy was when he actually got here, the joy that he has given my life. So I guess, I mean, I didn't know what to expect being pregnant and having a baby, but you know, people can tell you, but until you go through that experience on your own, you're never going to get it, and you're never going to know. So it's just one of those things where you have to experience it for yourself. What was an unexpected obstacle? Like I said, I'm not sure. I guess unexpected obstacle was when I was pregnant with him at the very end, and I had a lot of different medical things going on. If you're interested, you can check out my pregnancy channel, Just Vlogging. It's in my featured channel section, because I'm not going to get into all of that on this channel. But yeah, I guess the things that happened at the end of my pregnancy when I was about 9 months pregnant with him. Pick 3 words to describe 2014. I guess we'll say accomplished, because I graduated college with a bachelor's degree, so I felt accomplished. Another word would be, I guess, life-changing. I mean, becoming a mother and having a baby, it's just, it changes your whole life in every aspect, and then in some ways that you can't even imagine. So I would say accomplished, life-changing, and I guess it really taught me about myself, you know, going through all those things and different transitioning from being not by myself, but you know, just me and my fiance, and just worrying about each other, to, you know, having someone that you care the most about in the world. And it just, I guess, a game changer. I mean, I don't know, it's a learning experience. So it really taught me to grow up and mature. So I would say maturity, accomplishment, and I forgot a thing that I said in the middle. So part of being a mother, y'all, I don't know, whatever I said in the middle, those are the 3 words. Pick 3 words your spouse would use to describe 2014. I guess he would say fatherhood, because he became a father. Family, because that's been really big for us. And I don't know what the other word he would use, probably, because we have a lot of big things that we're trying to do in 2015. So probably just motivational, maybe, something like that. What were the best books you read this year? I didn't read any books, but I did read a book. I started reading a book by Joel Osteen. I can't remember the name of it, but it was a Joel Osteen book, and I don't feel like getting up running to get it. But it was a Joel Osteen book. I started, but I didn't finish. With whom were your most valuable relationships? My entire family. My mom, my fiance, my dad, my brother, my mother-in-law, everyone. What was your biggest personal change from January to December? Becoming a mother. In what ways did you grow emotionally? Becoming a mother. I mean, it will change you. Maturity, you know, you have to always put someone first. And I think in the beginning, you have to learn that. And then after a while, it just becomes automatic. Some people tell you, oh, it automatically comes. But it's just never having a child, going to having a child, it definitely changes your whole mentality. Trust me. Okay, and what ways did you grow physically? I got all the way up to like 152 pounds during my pregnancy. So I started out at 127, and then I lost 10 pounds because I was really sick during pregnancy, and then I weighed 152. So yeah, that's how I grew physically. And what ways did you grow in your relationship with others? Just with having a baby, and especially with my mom. I can relate to a lot of things with her now that I'm a mother, so definitely with my mom and other people in my life that are mothers. What was the most enjoyable part of work, both professionally and at home? My best part of work was, I would say, I have to be careful because, you know, I don't know who watches my videos, but I would say transitioning in my life, you know, that chapter of my life, which isn't a great thing because I liked my job and I wish I could have found another position there, but just closing the chapter on something that I started as a teen, and then I grew into a young adult, and now I'm a grown woman. So I would say, you know, transitioning in your life, and now that that chapter is over in my old job, now doing the YouTube thing. And then later on, once my son gets just a little bit older, then I can use my degree. So yeah, I would just say, I guess the best part professionally is just growing in that aspect of my life. What was the most challenging part of your work? Being pregnant, going to school, and working. Oh my goodness. Like, I was pregnant 24/7. I went to school every day of the week except Friday and Saturday, Sunday, of course. But I went to school every day, and every day that I got out of school, I went to work. So, all of that. Nauseous, big, sick, tired. Got homework to do, study, exams, pay for tuition. You know, it was just a lot. I'm so glad that part of my life is over. So happy. But I will say, it is hard, but it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. If you just set your mind to something and tell yourself, this is just what I have to do, this is my situation, I'm not going to cry boo-hoo about it, I'm just going to push through it, you would be surprised at just what your faith and you know, everything like that could get you through. And there was a question here about religion, but maybe not. Okay. I'm tripping, y'all. Okay, anyway, next question. What was the single biggest time waster in your life this past year? I would say now that I'm a mom, that I know I keep saying that, but my time is precious. I don't have a lot of free time. We'll probably be like arguing with people over nonsense, you know, being upset about things that I can't change about other people or situations, you know. That's something that I like to change for this upcoming year. What was the best way you used your time this past year? Like I said, moving on in my professional career, graduating, college, like I was like a multitasker. So that's how the biggest way I used my time was to graduate. I mean, I would study, do homework in between working and coming home and taking care of my home life and my fiance and preparing for the baby. And like, I was doing something every minute of every day. Like, I was not one of those pregnant people that just came home and slept or slept all day. No, that wasn't me. I didn't have time for it. What was the biggest thing you learned this past year? the biggest thing that I learned this past year is that you cannot take life for granted. Life is precious. Life is a one-time go-around thing. You know, I feel like you should spend your time wisely with the people that love you. You love them. Give back to others. You know, I just feel like you should always try to be happy. Even when you're sick, when you don't feel good, you know, you just be blessed and happy and grateful for everything that you have. Because tomorrow is not promised. Next year is not promised for you, for your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your kids, your fiance, your husband, you know, whoever that you have in your life, and yourself. So I say just try to be happy, try to stay positive. Just, I mean, it taught me a lot of that what's important is love. You know, not just family, love, friends, family, whatever, hobbies, whatever, love and happiness. It's just the way I feel. Create a phase or statement that describes 2014 for you. I would just say the most amazing thing that could have ever happened to me in my whole life happened to me in 2014. Something that I thought I knew, or something that I thought I was prepared for, but it's just 2014 is just a point that I can always look back in my life and say that year changed my life for the rest of my life. So yeah, I tag each and every one of you to do this New Year's tag. I think this tag is supposed to be, it says 20 questions for a New Year's Eve reflection. So that's what that is, a New Year's reflection. So maybe I'll try to find a tag that'll be a tag for, you know, this upcoming year. You know, questions about what I plan to do for 2015. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video. Please feel free to leave a comment, hit the like button, and of course subscribe. And I'll see you all in my next one. Thanks so much for watching. Bye guys.